27th, 2025.
So moved.
We have a motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. We have 3 plats. We can do them all together, I believe. I'll read them out. First one's requested by Jim Reesberg, owned by James R. Reesberg on Jade Avenue near 235th Street, north of Roselle. The second one requested by Cindy Tiefenthaler, owned by DJLB LLC on Hawthorne Avenue, south of 110th. The third one requested by Chris Hedrick, owned by Ray Tiefenthaler on Falcon, south of 110th Street.
I don't have any questions. Does anybody have any questions? If not, I'll make a motion to approve the plots.
I'll second.
We have a motion and a second to approve 3 plats. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Item number 2, committee reports.
I'll go first. This week, I have on Friday, the North Raccoon River watershed meeting at 10 a.m. at somebody.
Wow, there's gonna be one local. Do they move those around?
No, that's always, North Raccoon.
Oh, okay, gotcha, okay.
Always on like,
Right.
and I have newspaper and everything of that. That's all I have for them. They do vote on that.
I don't have any official meetings. I did go out to Region 12, sign some more checks. We have an executive board member that's a farmer that does have to do all the check signing, and he's been on the farm, so I've been covering for him as a secretary. And then just fielded a couple phone calls, and that's about it.
Okay, last week, Monday, I went to city council meeting. Tuesday, Mark McCray and Zach and myself met in the basement to discuss upcoming work. I did call Tony Bating, plan to meet with him and Mark probably this week yet. Wednesday, I did vote on the ISAC legislative priorities. And I also talked to Josh Axman, ICAP, about a recent claim. Thursday, there was a chamber coffee at Vita Suites, IV. Went to that open house at Highway 30 Health in Glidden. Friday, Courtney and I went down the basement, discussed financials and possible changes down there. Monday, I discussed Drain 77 with Zach. Tuesday, I went to the sheriff's sale for the property in Breda, but there were no bidders. Tuesday, we also had CCGP. The remainder of this week, tonight we have our first interview with a landfill director applicant. Friday, this is the first interview.
Did you get a lot of applications?
Perhaps. It was a nationwide search, a headhunter.
Okay.
Friday, West Side Bank has a chamber coffee. Monday is Carroll City Council meeting again. Tuesday, Veterans is holiday, so we're off. So thanks to all those who have served and those currently serving. Wednesday, we have a Board of Supervisors meeting. Yep, unless you got questions.
Okay, last Tuesday I had policy council meeting. We went through budget reports and approved of, wait, I got the wrong one there. Basically went through all the stuff and did our safety programs and also the program report. Everything's looking good there. The one problem we have is our in-kind match that we're having trouble with reaching. So we did request a waiver of $312,955. This is something that we had never had a problem reaching it until after COVID. And we have seen that have problems, but this is not as much as what it was last year. We think next year is probably back to not having to request this. They did have then election of officers. Colton Tourist was elected president, vice president Dory Trueblood, and House Secretary Cassie Wilson. Then on Wednesday, I did attend the ISAC pipeline webinar, which I think you're going to put on the agenda. And I think this is something that after I reviewed this, it's similar to what we did with Calhoun County in regard to the railroads to support that, I think, for the money that are requesting.
Courtney already has it for next week's agenda.
Then I did also vote on the ISAC priorities. And then Thursday, we had the New Opportunity Board meeting, went through everything on what I just said about Head Start. Did approve the fiscal year 26 budget. We had we're taking on a 2.5 counties on the CACFP program, and that would be half of their and Adams and Union counties. For doing that because they need somebody to take care of that. We did have a long discussion in regard to federal funding, and it is amazing the amount of dollars that we're gonna be sitting there waiting on. In Carroll County, that's gonna amount to probably about $150,000 a month. That's what we just on SNAP program. So, you're hearing some of these programs are shutting down. I will tell you that Head Start right in Carroll County is probably good till December. We're on a what called 3 of a 5-year program. Yeah, so we're good till December 1st. What we need is our year ends on December. So we need that, push that button that they approved the
Yep.
4th year. I mean, we're approved, right, but we have to get the funding. So that's the only cause of stop. We do think some of the other programs we're watching real close if it keeps going. So that's that. Monday and Tuesday this week I've been spending with you in regard to juvenile. I spent a lot of time on that in a placement and together we're having some issues with. So, and then yesterday was the CCGP program report. That was very interesting. And next week, well, now also this week I did vote on the ISAC priority for the other week. And next week I have at Wednesday, besides our board meeting at 8 o'clock, I have a CCGP and Chamber Executive Board meeting that we meet together. So,
I put together a packet for our opioid speaker. So we done talked to Maggie Polly about that, it looked good, but she needs to get a total. I need to get a total from court on what we had left in our funds. We had a issue, not an issue, but we can only spend 25% of Plan B money. That would have been what the ambulance requested the last time to be in compliance with how the money is spent.
Instead of 50?
No, 25% of the total money we have in there.
Oh, you're safe. Yeah.
We're good. Yeah, we're good. But she wants to have a spreadsheet. And that's why I need to get a
Okay.
total from her, give her that money. We're gonna kind of watch what's going on. Other counties aren't doing it. And she went to a seminar and whoever, more or less what they said, they're not gonna worry about how the county spend their money. But we're not gonna audit, but we want to be in compliance in case.
Yeah, 100%.
Take a moment and thank you for all your work on this.
Yeah, thank you.
I like the direction that we're going and glad we took a step back. And waited to see where this money is best should be spent.
Yeah.
So I appreciate everything that you and everybody else.
That whole team is value added.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a well-rounded team.
So I did contact the Carroll schools, the Kemper schools and Glidden. Hey, is gonna set up one. I'm just waiting for feedback from them. I gave them the information, the packet I made, and I gave them the time, the dates we're thinking. It's March 8th, the week of March 18th.
Is she gonna reach out to Manning?
She's gonna reach out to Manning and then she's gonna set the time and I'll go with her to visit, and I've got a call to the Rapids yet. So the ball's rolling. It's just gotta be if we get any feedback. If we don't get anything in it, I said I'd like it sooner than later, because I hate to lose this speaker.
Exactly.
Getting booked up, so I'll give them a week or so. If I don't hear anything, I will contact them. So anyway, let's get a little thing. Same thing with the chamber coffee on Thursday at the Vista Suites, and then I went over to Glidden and went to the Highway 30 health. But it was interesting because she's babysit for us, and she said, "You actually gave me the first job I ever had." So it was kind of funny. It was a good thing. This week, chamber coffee at Westside Savings Bank, and I've got a child care board meeting on Monday, next Monday. That's really all I have going on.
So next week, our meeting is again on Wednesday at 9 o'clock. Comments from any of those in attendance? Courtney, next week, we canvass the election on Wednesday. Yep. Maybe beaver bounties.
Are we gonna address some of these findings in this audit?
We certainly can.
There's
We,
a few, I mean, just flipping through this, there's a few that I definitely want to talk about.
So I can put on the agenda fiscal 24 audit discussion
well, didn't they say they would join us on Zoom?
last year.
So that'll be a year from now then?
Said the last audit,
Yeah. Okay.
so you're aware.
I mean, I don't know if it's necessarily that they're on Zoom because their recommendations are in here.
Right.
Is a week long enough for you guys? I mean, really,
Yeah,
page
I've-
65. look
I
at
read,
findings.
yeah, I read
I've been
findings.
looking for-
Okay. I'll make a motion to adjourn if there's nothing else.
We have a motion and a second to adjourn. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed?